Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Cancer, December 31, 2022. Mercury stations and turns retrograde in your work and health sector today, signaling a need to refine, observe, and slow down. This cycle, lasting until January 18th, may sway your thinking and change your mind about recent decisions. However, it does have a unique way of revealing details you previously overlooked. The refinements you make now, perhaps as you wait for information, can be valuable later. Today, consider that you might misinterpret others' signals, and aim to double-check your work for the best results. Today, your attention is drawn to work and health habits, and you may come to a discovery about an old or long-standing matter. You are inclined to want to reform a method or situation. A sense of turning over a new leaf with a health or fitness goal or a work project on a mental level is with you. People from your past can be on your brain more than usual. A gift from the heavens will arrive for you today. This is because mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger of the mind and communication, will unite with sweet Venus, our goddess planet of romance, beauty, and pleasure. This means that you have an auspicious day to tell someone that you love them or how you feel. It should be very well received and allow you to grow closer. If single, meeting new people or friends is quite favored now. Be open to fresh connections and see where the universe takes you because the stars are quite aligned. Good things come to those who wait. The first quarter moon in Aries may inspire a get up and go at 'em mentality. But finding your mojo might be more challenging than usual since work could be somewhat disorganized thanks to Mercury stationing retrograde in Capricorn. Taking charge of your work life might feel impossible at times since Mercury retrograde will throw you off your groove. Combat this retrograde energy by making the most of each twist and turn. If you continue to rise to the occasion, you can overcome every obstacle thrown your way during Mercury retrograde. The moon's departure from your financial sector yesterday has left you with a lot to unpack. This last visit for the year was not just the first since Jupiter left last week, but the moon was here as an alignment between Neptune and Juno peaks. This has left you more emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware of your financial dreams and resolutions for the new year, but with a lot still to unpack. If you find yourself giving in to other people too much because you feel they depend on you, it's time to give yourself the attention you deserve and stop distracting yourself through filling the needs of others. Ground yourself with deep breathing exercises. Have you been getting regular aerobic exercise? Take it easy if it's been a while, but definitely try to get back into caring for yourself first. Communicating with a group of people is not likely to be something that makes you uncomfortable. However, doing this in a teaching or leadership capacity may. Standing in front of a crowd, even a virtual one, is considerably different from mingling. You couldn't find a better moment for this kind of work. If you allow your natural wit and humor to come through, your charm will hold an audience very well. Be yourself in these situations, and the rest will truly take care of itself. It is less that the stars are sending mixed messages today and more that this is a window into what to expect from the early weeks and months of 2023. With Venus and Mercury aligned in your work sector and the sun shining the solar spotlight on work and job matters, this is a day for having your work hat on or at least paying attention to a download of information. Yet as the moon and Jupiter align in an adventurous part of your chart, this is something that can't be ignored. The sun might still be 3 weeks away from your relationship sector and from the point in each year when the solar spotlight shifts onto your relationships, but Venus, the planet of love, is just 4 days away. This makes a bit of pressure that the dwarf planet Ceres, still in her early days in your communication sector, is under today, a timely push to ensure the communication lines are open. Our eyes in the sky. Your passionate, fiery side will be highlighted today as the moon takes its first steps in the sign of Aries. The energy here can become quite emotional, and the temptation to stay in bed and close out the world could be real. A connection between the moon and Jupiter could also make you feel overwhelmed, especially when it comes to responsibilities. It might not be easy to put on a brave face this morning, so be gentle with yourself and others as everyone attempts to navigate this messy cosmic climate. You will feel slightly out of sync with the people around you today. Try not to blame yourself for this phenomenon. Realize that this simply has to do with the difficult cosmic energy of the day. Relations will be better tomorrow. Wait it out. Don't be too quick to judge someone else's work. You may think it is wrong simply because you don't understand it. Take your time and ask questions before jumping to the conclusion that the work has been done incorrectly. You may learn something. As we continue into the evening, the moon squares the sun, creating some emotional fluctuations, and you might feel more sensitive than usual. This is a good time to release any fears or hurt feelings you might be harboring. Give yourself permission to unplug and save significant conversations for another day. It's important to put yourself and your well-being first. Take a moment to let go of anything you feel is holding you back, so you can head into the new year feeling refreshed. Strong-willed people may stand in your way today. Do your best to avoid them altogether. Their thinking is not along the same lines as yours. Communication with these types of people is only going to complicate matters instead of clarifying them. Mercury begins its retrograde journey in Capricorn today, so prepare yourself for the usual miscommunications and aggravations that accompany this transit. Stay calm and carry on. After midnight, messenger planet Mercury stations retrograde for the final time this year in pragmatic Capricorn. As this station coincides with the new year, we may opt to be a bit more flexible in setting our resolutions for 2023 now. At the very least, consider leaving them open to revision until Mercury stations direct on January 18th. Mercury retrograde will do its thing, provoking misunderstandings, crashing electronics, and causing us to voice sentiments at inopportune times. Most of all, it will force us to reflect upon our goals. As we make decisions heading into January, treat yourself with patience and give others a bit of grace. Don't get down on yourself if you aren't immediately successful on your first attempt at a new venture. You may feel as if your support group is leaving you high and dry today. Perhaps you are given a task with very little guidance on how to complete it. Don't worry. Have confidence in yourself. You are given nothing you can't handle yourself. Following this, the moon enters Aries, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the moon and Jupiter are the only planets transiting fire signs. With so many planets in earth signs now, we need this extra boost of enthusiasm to keep us motivated. To optimally channel this energy, seek out physical activities to get your body moving. Especially in the northern hemisphere, these colder months can turn us into couch potatoes. Get your circulation going and watch as your mood is boosted.